Jordan Peterson once said that if we as a species could have made any drug legal, the worst drug we possibly could have chosen was alcohol. This obviously has had massive implications on the way that we as a society in the UK, but also on a global level, consume alcohol. It really feels like there is no evading it. On a couple of occasions now on this channel, I have said that I am going to stop drinking, that I'm going to limit my intake of alcohol. But seemingly I've been lying to myself, I've been lying to you guys, because every single weekend rolls around and 9 times out of 10 I consume alcohol, and once I consume one little drop of alcohol, it seems as though I'm going to consume 4 beers, 5 beers, whatever it may be. Sure, at the time I'll feel like a legend. At the time, everyone around me will see me as a legend, but it's not worth it, because every single morning I wake up with a pit, a feeling of worthlessness. It's impacting my gains, my mental health, my productivity, and just about every facet of my life. Not only this, but there's certainly occasions during the night where I'm like, why am I even doing this, even in the moment? So what we have here is a form of instant gratification that isn't even always giving me that instant gratification. So I decided I was going to make a video in which I would commit to giving up alcohol for at least 30 days. And yeah, hopefully the benefits that I get from it will be profound, and they'll encourage me to give it up on a permanent basis. Simple, right? So there are 3 sort of aspects of my life that I believe alcohol is massively affecting. And because of this, these 3 aspects I'm going to pay very close attention to over the next 30 days. So number 1 is going to be my mental health. Now, I'd say I have a very positive outlook on life. I'd say I have a very stable, healthy brain, a strong mental health foundation. However, I do sometimes find my mood fluctuating. I do sometimes find I have sort of brief bouts of depression and anxiety. And I believe that 90% of these are down to being hungover or just alcohol in general, how it impacts my life throughout the week. So yeah, I want to pay close attention to how alcohol is impacting my mental health. Number 2 is going to be my physical health. So it's no secret that the big G at the moment is swole as I'm seeing some good progress. However, I do feel as though recently my gains and my health and my cardiovascularity has taken a step backwards maybe. Of course, there are going to be other factors. Maybe I'm not working hard as I was, but I don't think that is the case. What I believe the case to be is that alcohol is impacting me both directly through the means of obviously excess calories with no nutritional value, but also indirectly through the means of just being generally less healthy, obviously on a night out. Not only is alcohol the least satiating nutrient, it also makes you believe you are more hungry than you are. Obviously on a night out, it's no secret that one is very susceptible to ordering sugary snacks, salty chips, whatever it may be. And these again are excess calories that need not be consumed. And again, the day after, I'll be sluggish, I won't go to the gym, or if I do go to the gym, I won't work as hard as I otherwise would. And I'll also likely order some horrible sugary food, some starchy Dominoes or whatever it may be the day after as well. And the 3rd aspect of my life that I will be paying very close attention to over the next 30 days is productivity. I've set myself up recently to be taking on a lot. I'm starting a master's degree in a few weeks' time. I have a full-time job. I'm obviously trying to maintain this YouTube channel, learn Mandarin, blah, 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 blah. I know, right? What a legend. I can't be in a position where every Saturday and Sunday I'm waking up hungover and I don't feel like doing anything, because I simply do not have the time. So I need to reach a point where I am as productive as possible. And obviously to do that, I think I will need to eradicate alcohol, or at least cut it down massively, but we will see. So yeah, I'm going to measure my output, I'm going to measure my weight, I'm going to obviously take before and after pictures of my body composition and my mental health. There's not really a black and white way that I can measure my mental health. I'm just going to go off how I'm feeling and obviously report back to you guys on that. So yeah, I guess I'll see you tomorrow. So here is my day 1 body composition. So there's a couple of things that I'm going to be paying close attention to over the next 30 days. The first of them being the flatness of my stomach. So I am hoping to have a 6-pack by the end of these 30 days, or at least a 4-pack, because this is something I've always struggled with, and I think beer is partly to blame. And secondly, I'm going to be looking for some muscle growth. Hopefully I'll be able to work a little bit harder, put my muscles under more stress than usual. I feel pretty normal, and I'd usually be sober on a Wednesday anyway. Interestingly, I think Wednesday and Thursday is usually the part of the week where I start to feel a little bit more productive. It takes me so many days to get over the hangovers, or maybe it's a placebo thing. But we will see over the coming days, over the coming weeks. Bye-bye. Day 2. My productivity levels today have probably been the worst that I can remember in the last 3 or 4 months. I don't know what it is. I've tried to do a bit of editing, I've tried to do a bit of study, and yeah, nothing seems to be sticking right now. It is what it is. I've been to the gym and I'm gonna go for a hella long walk and maybe meditate and read my book. And yeah, we go again day 3, and I'm hoping for a much more productive, fruitful day. Day 3, baby. Had a very productive morning. I'm currently on a walk with my doggo. It's beautiful. I feel very energetic, and yeah, again, like obviously at this stage can't put anything down to the alcohol, but if, for example, I would continue to have days where I feel like I do right now, then it's pretty conclusive that that is the alcohol impacting my productivity. I read a couple of studies and there was only anecdotal evidence to suggest that it does impact you. I am just another anecdote, and I feel good. I've been weighing myself every morning, but I'll probably only document it to you guys once every week. I'll show you where I am because I'm currently at home at the moment and it's beautiful. Tessie, say hi. This is what you can expect if you go 11 years sober. What are you doing? And yeah, look at the boundless energy that she has. She's what? She's 77 dog years. Ready, Tessie? Go! Look at that. 77. Imagine a 77-year-old human doing that. And they couldn't, because most of us consume far too much alcohol. That's Hereford. That's my sober dog. And I'll see you on day 4. So I've just pulled up at my friend's house. Day 4, first time I am going to the pub. Well, I went to the pub last night with my parents, but it's a bit different because there was less peer pressure. Yeah, I haven't told them that I'm not drinking yet. I'm not really worried about telling them. It should be fine. If they care, then they can off. But yeah, looking forward to it. Gonna knock back a few non-alcoholic beers. Had a Heineken 0% the other day. Pretty delicious, to be fair. It was just like beer, but without the horrible aftertaste. So not that delicious, really. Not compared to, say, a strawberry milkshake or something actually delicious. I'm looking forward to it. I think they might want to go out. The only thing that I will say no to this evening is anything alcoholic. Take that to mean whatever you want. Wish me luck. The morning after the night before, I had a non-alcoholic beer and a Diet Coke, and then a water. Strangely though, I woke up this morning a little bit later than I usually would, and I felt hungover, a little bit sick, bit of a headache, really struggling to wake up. I'm not sure if there's such a thing as cyclical hangover, like some sort of a placebo thing. Actually, I was at the pub, I had a non-alcoholic beer. It was a Sunday, and the past 5-6 Sundays I've been hungover, so potentially my body thinks that I should be hungover, but I'm definitely gonna look into this. I'll do some research. I obviously didn't consume those excess calories last night. Came home and had a spare sausage that was available from the barbecue that my family had, but it's not a big greasy chicken burger with jalapeno bites or whatever I usually get, or a kebab or something. The day 6 sugar cravings are real. I think I just demolished 6 brownies. I don't feel good about it. I mean, I feel great. I can still taste the brownie on my teeth. I have just had my very first sober night out, age of 26, which is pretty crazy. Not only was I sober, we went to a pop world, which definitely isn't my scene, but I had a lot of fun. It was a very visceral, sort of sensual experience. Some of them positive, some of them definitely negative. Feels good to obviously know that tomorrow I'm going to wake up feeling fresh. I'm going to go for a run. I had fun tonight. I would do that again. I would go out sober again. I probably wouldn't go to pop world again. Welcome to day 23. I've been reading a lot of articles around alcohol and how sort of quickly it comes out of your system. And so it takes 2 weeks for your liver to have completely recovered from the damage that you caused it, unless of course you cause it some permanent damage. 3 weeks for your stomach to sort of completely recover. There's maybe TMI, so if you are squeamish, please switch off, but I've had very stable bowel movements for pretty much the whole of the last 3 weeks. One individual bowel movement, which was horrible, and again, that's probably TMI, but I've already told you now. And I'm not sure what that was. Maybe that particular day I had too much caffeine or too much protein or something along those lines. But otherwise, my stomach has felt perfect. And yeah, I just feel generally very healthy. My energy levels have been up and down. Yesterday, I didn't feel very energetic at all, nor did I feel that energetic the day before. I've been very consistent with my training though, and I've been running a lot. Maybe I just worked myself into the ground. Did my first 10K the other day. I'm gonna go for another run tomorrow. Really enjoying my running. I think I said in the introduction to this video that I would commit to 30 days and then see how I felt, and hopefully it would be a revelation and I'd be like very willing to just give it up forever. I am pretty confident that I am going to give up alcohol for the next year. I feel very happy in my decision. As you can see from the weekly weight updates, my weight has actually gone up. This could be because of excess sugar cravings. It also could be maybe I've put some muscle mass on. It might have just been extra water weight on the days that I measured. I like to look at my body composition, so I'll have a look at the comp day 1 versus day 30, see if there's any changes. Even if there's not, that's not going to be something that demotivates me. That's going to be something that I take into the next, hopefully into the next 11 months of sobriety. And I guess the final thing that I said I was going to pay close attention to was going to be my mental health. And my mental health has been pretty fantastic. There's been maybe 2 days that I can recall where I didn't have the best mental health for the whole day. But on both of those occasions, I was lazy basically throughout the day. So obviously lacking that intrinsic purpose, and that was down to laziness. That wasn't down to being hungover. And because of that, I bounced back the next day because I've been more accountable for my own laziness. Last month, I would have 100%, I would have blamed it on the hangover. I wouldn't have been accountable. Being accountable for your own laziness, for your own, it's a powerful thing that I hadn't really recognized was going to come into play. But that self-awareness has also deepened my spiritual practice. You know, I'm able to go to places in my meditations consistently that I hadn't been to before. Basically, it's been a godsend. I'm going again to the pub this evening. Just gonna have a Diet Coke, maybe a water, maybe I'll have a non-alcoholic beer. No desire to have anything else, and that feels fantastic. My sleep has improved, although I have found that I'm finding it difficult to get up in the morning. I have also read in some articles that the lack of alcohol is for the first few weeks, for maybe up to the first month, 6 weeks, going to make you at times a little bit more sluggish. So my sleep quality has been good, but it's just been that transition between waking up and getting up that's been a little bit slower. But yeah, all in all, it's been very positive so far. I'll see you in a few days' time maybe, or at the end of the week. Hey, it's day 26. Eagle-eyed viewers may have noticed that the 3-week update for my weight came after the day 23 update. Now that's not a problem with my editing, that's a problem with clearly my brain fog that was still going on at day 16, because that was actually day 16. I got my weeks mixed up. Anyway, it's been 10 days since I've recorded. It's been an interesting 10 days. I've been quite ill actually, but I've managed to keep up with my exercise and a good amount of productivity. I think I've sort of realized that an alcohol-free life is much the same as an alcohol life. It's just everything is so much easier. You know, keeping up with my diet, keeping up with my training. It's easier to retain my semen. It's easier to read. It's easier to sort of digest information. And it's easier to connect with people as well. And my happiness levels are continuous throughout the week. So everything's just so much easier. So yeah, all in all, fantastic experience thus far. I will not be making a return to alcohol. Even my oral hygiene is better, which is something that I've not seen mentioned on the internet. I did look it up, and when you drink alcohol, you encourage bacteria to grow in your mouth, or it encourages bacteria to grow in your mouth, which can cause you to have smellier breath. So it is definitely a thing. Anyway, it's been a brilliant 10 days, and yeah, we've only got 4 more to go until the challenge is over. But I guess you could also say we've got 4 more to go until the rest of my life starts. It was day 30 a couple of days ago. Obviously, I'm sure you know how maths works. Maths works. Yeah, that's correct grammar. The main three things that I was hoping to get more of an understanding around was my mental health, my physical health, my productivity. My mental health and my physical health have been insane. My body feels amazing. My brain feels amazing. I'll show you the body comp right now. Not much has really changed. I think I do look a little bit slimmer and maybe my muscles look a little bit fuller. My weight stayed the same. And obviously, as you can see, I am a little bit slimmer. So that supports my hypothesis that my muscles are also a little bit fuller. But it's less about how I look and more about how I feel. My running has been through the roof. My strength has gone up as well. And I think with time, the body comp will follow suit as well. Mental health, as I say, been amazing. It's just been sort of one flat line of just feeling good, being motivated, being just happier and more content with where I am in my life, even though it's not where I want to be in my life. It's not about being there, it's about getting there. And productivity, this has been up and down, but I think on the whole, it's been good. I've lacked clear direction at times. Started a master's degree 2 weeks ago and it's already gone to but that's fine. I actually feel very happy about that. I think the reason I feel so contented with that, it also comes down to self-awareness and gut health. Again, this is something I was looking into. And so obviously it's no secret that alcohol is bad for the gut. It's bad for the mind-gut relationship. And obviously everyone knows that a gut feeling, well, I don't know if everyone does know this, but a gut feeling is a real thing. And I just had a visceral gut feeling that the degree wasn't right for me. And so I pulled out. Yeah, again, I think I'm not going to say that's completely because I'm sober, but that being more connected to oneself has definitely come into play. So yeah, it's been a great month and long may it last. So yeah, lots of love, guys. I'll see you in the next video.